What's going on, boys and girl? It's your boy, Crippling PTSD. I'm having a hell of a lot of fun here in Mirage League PoE, and I'm here today to show you guys one of my late bossing map strategies. I am running a Slayer Duelist. Look at this beautiful name here. It pretty much tells you exactly what I'm doing. I'm running around like a gorilla on crack, smashing everything to hell. Let's have a peek at the Atlas map. Here's how I built it. Essentially, I'm picking up every single shrine node on the tree here. What we want is as many shrines as possible, for them to last as long as possible, and especially this one here that gives you 2 effects per shrine. Next, we went for everything that has to do with killing bosses. So the main one for this would be getting destructive play, which makes it so that you can summon up to 3 more bosses when you're encountering a map boss. Furthermore, you've got these % chance to drop Maven Chisels. They're quite profitable. Some of them sell as high as 217 Chaos. So that's great. Next thing, we're making sure that we're dropping additional maps for Synthesis, Shaper and Elder, and most importantly, Conqueror maps. Conqueror maps is the one we're going to be running here today, and I'll explain why later. Next, we want things like when you kill final bosses, it increased chance of dropping items, such as an additional Scarab. Down over here, this one's crazy. 200 increased chance to drop Scarabs on unique monsters. This gets you a lot of value over time. Furthermore, we're getting all these allocations that are giving you a chance to have a map become 1 tier higher. The reason for this is we like to drop Nightmare maps. They're worth 25 Chaos apiece. The more of that effect that you have on this tree, the more you'll see drop. Other than that, you're picking all the item quantity, item rarity, and the implicit modifier effects that you can. I would say if you don't have all these points to allocate, the top priority is shrines, followed by destructive play, followed by maps. Alright, this is what we're doing. We're using the 5 Scarab slots. If you don't have 5 right now, you can easily go for 4. It's not a big deal. Just remove one of the shrines. What we're doing here is using Domination Scarabs. It gives us 3 additional shrines. So you can see here, multiplying this by 4 gives us 12 shrines, effectively 24 shrines, because we're getting double shrine effect from the tree. Then we're adding a 40% increased magic pack size. This is going to make the map pretty thick, and it's going to be great for smashing. These are the Conqueror maps we're running. I think they're actually called Citadel maps. But anyways, these are the best bosses I find to run because they take very little time and they appear right away once you finish the map. For instance, you run through the map, pick up all the shrines, get to the boss, fight the boss, Maven summons up to 3 more while you're doing that, get all these drops, and suddenly a portal opens to fight this Drox guy. Go in, kill Drox, come out of the map, hit the Mirage, do it all over again. That's what we're hoping. We're hoping for the most amount of unique bosses possible. This is why you can see I've rolled all these maps, which says area contains 2 unique bosses. Now let me preface by saying this can be a little rippy, and you want to make sure you've got the correct defenses for this. Now, I will say, having 12 shrines in the map is going to help you a lot. You're going to be beefed up, let me tell you. But anyways, I'm running this with 80 res, and when my flasks are popped almost all the time, I'm over 85 max, and I've got a good decent amount of physical damage reduction. If you find yourself having a hard time struggling fighting these guys on a regular basis, I would stop watching this video and go grind some more. This is a list of the things I can drop specifically from the Conqueror bosses and Maven Invitations and Destructive Play. Here we have all the orbs, followed by all their values, chisels, all the astrolabes. Battles Puzzle has been pretty frequent for me. Vortex map and Nightmare maps are good drops. There's a couple of nice divine div cards, especially this Love Through Ice one, which drops from the Redeemer. We got all the Cirrus fights at the end of your grind that you can run. These ones pretty much drop a lot of stuff from up on top of this list as well. And then the Elder Slayer Invitation's chance for Orb of Conflict, which sells for quite an amount. So as you can see, you've got a pretty big range of good drops just from bossing alone. That's not even considering the absolute thick maps you're going to be smashing and all the loot showering from that. Alright, let's get this ripping. I've currently got City Square scried with Defiled Cathedral. I'm only doing this for the obvious reason. I want a Mage Blood Divination card to drop. It's never going to happen, let's be honest. So here we go. We're going to be putting in all of our Domination Scarabs. That's 12 shrines right there. 40% increased magic pack size. We're going to go fight the Baron. Make sure you watch what's on your maps. Don't get bricked. And then, this is absolutely important. Make sure the Maven's turned on so that she can have a good watch. Ashen's enemies. Let's get into it. First thing I'm going to do is look for a nearby shrine. Now we are hoping that we get an acceleration right away. Got a glooming. Not a big deal. It still fucks. We're going to keep going around the map here. City Square is my favorite layout for this. There's an acceleration. Now that I've got that, I can just start really hammering on these guys. So we're going to grab all these shrines as quickly as possible. I'm only going to loot at the end of the map. Honestly, I'm probably not going to loot at all because I just want to get the video done quickly. We're going to grab all the shrines before heading to the center of the map where the bosses are. See, I'm just absolutely fucking on these boys. Alright, that's the map. As you can see here, I'm going to be heading towards the center. Here's the bosses. The bosses are absolutely fucking destroyed. Gone. Then we've got the Conqueror boss right here. Wait for him to start going. He's dead. Nice. It's got a couple good drops there. Not crazy good drops, but they're good. Missed one shrine. Now, we're gonna look for this mirror here. What we got? Build, hindered. We're gonna pick whatever one you want. Go into the Mirage. And guess what? We're doing it all over again, boys. We're gonna pick up all the shrines. Now your shrines do carry over from before the Mirage, so if you're doing this fast enough and not talking as much as I am, it's gonna be pretty quick. Now we're back at the bosses. Absolutely destroyed them again. Then guess what? We get to fight Baron again. Yo, got me there. And that's pretty much it. Rinse and repeat. There was the first map. One thing I forgot to mention. We are also collecting Maven Invitation's Elder Slayers. So you can see here we have Baron the Crusader at the bottom right checked off. Once we do the 3 other maps that I've got prepared, we can then go to the Maven Invitation and kill them all over again. Now they have a chance to drop all their drops all over again when you finish this fight. Just a little extra value to doing this strategy. Alright, we're going to run the next 3 maps, then we'll take a look at the loot we got at the end.
Approach, challenge.
Time to up the stakes!
Welcome! Time has no meaning here. Your pain will be...
Life is so brutal. Time to up the stakes! Good for the infinite.
Pain will be...
Metal flesh is so fallible.
The end of the cycle of...
You've had...
Another round.
There it is. That was about 20 minutes of my life. Well spent. Started at 54% XP. I'm at 69%. And I did die once for an XP loss. Really, should be at 79%. That's pretty good for 20 minutes. Here's the loot we got. As you can see, we generate a lot of good maps. Especially these two here. They sell for quite a bit. We also get some serious fights that we can run later in the night. We did get a nice Redeemer Exalted Orb. Got an astrolable. How do you fucking say that? Astrolabe. That's the word. A little bit of chaos. A couple of nice cards. A couple of nice scarabs. All in all, the strategy probably costs, let's see, 4 scarabs, 5. It costs about, let's say, max 15 chaos if you're buying your own maps as well. And we ran 4 of these, and we have well over 400 chaos here. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day.